Happy New Year, Hyperstream, and welcome, Vicarious Mercenaries, Proxy Ninjas, and of course, all of you Shock Troops. So, yeah, it's 2026. This is our first, not just official, but first actual Rec Room for 2026. I can't say it's not our first stream because technically we had a Last LAN Standing on New Year's Day, but it is our first Rec Room. So, it is good to be back in studio working on some stuff because there's been some cool things that have happened over the last week. So excited to go over that with you and get back into some action for a Metal Monday on some MechWarrior 5 mercenaries because, of course, big stompy robots are back. And what better way to send the miserable Monday out with some virtual destruction and all that kind of fun stuff. First things first, if you are new to the Rec Room, this is the coolest corner of the internet where you get the rundown on what's going on here with Enforcer Media Productions, whether that be project updates or creative insights, and you also get the breakdown on what makes our favorite franchises tick in the form of commentary, and as of right now, the long-running video game deep dives until we can continue to grow large enough to get some other stuff on the docket per se. So essentially, this is our marketing arm. We're doing this to make connections with those of you out there who have interests in similar things in terms of franchises and styles, because we're working on building our own franchise from scratch in the form of the Firewall Protocol saga. So if you're here and you like what we do, that's already part of the pop culture space, head on over to Amazon, pick up a copy of Ascendant Chaos. Check that out because that's the key thing we got going on. So I'm looking forward to a day and time when eventually we got enough people wanting to hang out and ask a bunch of questions and talk about that, just like you would Star Wars or any of the other franchises. But sure, that's a day down the road, and we'll get there eventually. But greatly appreciate those of you who've been along for the ride. And as of right now, we are broadcasting to Odysee, Twitch, and YouTube. So feel free to lurk, chat, or comment at your leisure. And then we'll get things going here. So let me talk numbers first. My goodness, what a week it has been. So we did our last actual Rec Room a couple days before New Year's, and so since then, we've already had 2 new follows on Odysee, so thank you very much for that. But here's what's the mind-blowing one. We have had 6, now I'm not saying that incorrectly, 6 new follows on YouTube since our last Rec Room stream. So I think one of them was technically part of 2025, but that means 5 of them. We've already gotten 5 new follows over on YouTube in 2026 alone. That's, again, kind of earth-shattering that just a few months ago, we went several months without a single follow, and here we are in 26, and we're already off with 5. So thank you, everybody who's hopping on board. And I want to talk about some of the things I think have likely contributed to that. So on New Year's Day, we finally got a chance to do another episode of Last LAN Standing, and after doing a couple episodes of Frontlines, I wanted to get back into some Splinter Cell for tradition's sake, and that went really well. So I greatly appreciate our guests who stopped by, helped make that happen. We did a little bit more casual this time because Frontlines is definitely a bigger ordeal, needing more guests, and so with holidays going on, I know some people made it happen even with everything else they had happening in their family and lives and responsibilities there. So the cool thing was, at least on YouTube, we originally had maybe double digit viewership and got up in the 20s, but we're now sitting at over 70 views for that episode, and I think that's probably a high for streams. I haven't gotten back and checked because I know we've had some 20s and 30s and things like that, but to get one of those for Last LAN Standing is fantastic. So thank you to everybody who's checked that out. And just in general, recent streams, I think even our last week episodes of both MechWarrior and Metal Slug Tactics have gotten like 20s and 30s. So thank you everybody for that as well. Also, so I've kind of probably talked about this a little bit. We did our unboxing about a month ago for Metal Slug Tactics and the Deluxe Edition, and that's sitting at 175 views. And that's probably what I should say was our top video up until just, I think, New Year's Eve was, I posted an unboxing for Mortal Kombat Legacy Edition. That's at 275, so we've got a new record breaker already. And so I think some of those videos have helped get stuff out there in the algorithm for YouTube, and I think that's how some of you may have found us, so thank you. Whichever angle you're coming in from, we're glad to have you. And of course, that means I'm probably going to want to be doing some more of that a little bit more consistently. I don't know how much, because not everything I have is new. So it's interesting to see that apparently the Mortal Kombat stuff has still maintain popularity. I mean, Metal Slug I can understand. It's kind of, it's a popular franchise, but not like a heavy hitter in any way. But Mortal Kombat apparently still has its chops in terms of popularity out there. So glad to have everybody who's joined us since then. That's encouraging to have that kind of traffic and get some traction, all that kind of stuff for a change. So I think that's it from a number standpoint. I'll talk about the other thing in a minute. I've got notes, but I apparently didn't write everything down. As far as what's been going on today, finally today's the first day in like 2 weeks of getting back into a groove with the work schedule. I kind of mentioned in another video that I don't know what's going to happen here in 26. I don't know what our schedule and workflow is going to look like a few months from now or even a couple weeks from now in case anything changes with a hamster wheel or an employment situation. But I'm going to continue plugging onward with getting book 2 as close to finish as possible by the time there is a schedule change. So I'm getting about 20 pages done of proofing, and then actually today was good that I finally have a workspace set up so I can start tackling what I'm going to refer to as mount paperwork or backlog or something, because I've alluded to that there is several notebooks worth of older content and notes. I want to make sure I've gone through that thoroughly before finalizing book 2. And I've still got another like 3 notebooks and a huge stack of manila folders to go, and that in and of itself is time consuming, but at least I made progress on both fronts there today. So I think about halfway, probably a little under halfway of proofing the current draft, and of course still got other stuff to finish, so that's where that's at. Okay, so the other thing going on, I didn't do this as a live stream because I don't think there's that many people usually watching this kind of stuff, and usually on New Year's Eve people got other things to do. So I think last year I also pre-recorded, but I did our New Year's recap for the hyper stream. So I just posted that yesterday, I believe. Today's Monday, so yeah, so I did that yesterday on a Sunday. And so that's available on YouTube and Odysee. Again, I'm not expecting much out of that, but again, in a way, that's a way to cover the highlights, especially since 2025 was a pretty big year. Did 25 shows, got, a ton of prints done, sold quite a few copies of Ascendant Chaos, and met a lot of awesome people out there. So if you want kind of the rundown or the analytics, actually I don't get too heavy in the analytics, but if you want, that is available on both our YouTube and Odysee accounts. Which you can get to. I don't always stress this, but I've got the Linktree account in virtually every description imaginable, so that's how you can get to the other things we got going on, whether you need a quick link to Amazon for the book or any of the other platforms. That's one of the easiest ways to find everything. So that's all I've got on the notes side, so make sure I'm not forgetting anything else. I did think I was going to talk a little bit about anime here, because we haven't talked about much in a while. So per recommendation, I did watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I actually finally finished that this weekend. So it took a better part of a couple weeks to get through it, and it was more because of some technical issues more than anything else. But I gotta say, it was interesting, so I did enjoy it. So I do, I do appreciate getting recommendations, and I know, definitely the styles I like, but sometimes you gotta try new things. We get stuck in a rut, and as evidenced by the pop culture crowd, I can see that a lot of people that are out there are stuck in a rut and don't try new things. So I'm glad I tried it, and I'd say, I can't say, when I say 50-50, I don't mean it was like average quality. It's just that as far as how it resonated with me, I did not like the art style. I did not like the setting, the timepiece, and even initially I didn't even like some of the characters, but there was some great character development. Story was good. And I'd say as a resolution, I'd give that an 8 out of 10, because I want stories to have a good conclusion. So that was pretty solid. So it could have been a little bit stronger, but not in any minor degree. I think probably one of the biggest frustrations was probably some continual battles with characters that regenerate too much and the abilities don't counter. It didn't feel like a good, healthy back and forth. And there's probably a lot of extra time spent on certain conflicts, and I didn't find all the characters to be all that memorable compared to maybe some other shows, but it was pretty solid. So I guess that's my initial thoughts on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And other than that, I've been trying to rewatch some stuff to find some other things, because we're right in the middle between seasons, and I know some other stuff's going to be firing up here pretty soon. So I've been rewatching. I don't know what's the long name, but it's referred to as both Fury or both Fury. I don't know how to pronounce it for the shortcut name, but essentially it's the one of I don't want to get hurt, so I maxed out my defense, and it is pretty comical. I'm finding, even though I'm going on my third watch through of the first season and started up the second one, so a very funny show in terms of the gaming full dive space and things like that. But that's pretty much it on the pop culture space. That's pretty much it for holidays and shenanigans. You know, unfortunately, got sick during the holidays, had a lot that impacted motivation and other things, but thankfully, we still got a lot of stuff done with LAN Standing. Got all my other holiday stuff off the checklist. So we're kind of back to work mode as usual. And of course, that means we're here for some MechWarrior 5. And where do we leave off? So we are now on episode 16 of season 2, and we are smack dab in the middle of the big Kestrel Lancer campaign. So I call this title as Return of the Space Chase because, like, we started the initial couple missions, and it's just so dramatic, you know, that you've got this giant military campaign that's based on a political wedding or a union of houses. Like, hey, you get my mechs, and hey, I'll give you this economy, and I'm going to give you this planet we just took over. So it's really kind of comical in a way. But it's got, you know, some interesting story elements to it. Essentially what happened is, as we're taking out this one city, some covert mission stuff gets compromised, and then we're supposed to chase it down while somebody else is protecting some other people. Now, the challenge is, this is leading to some of the toughest missions that I recall in memory, and I don't remember if it was from my first offline playthrough or if it was from season 1 when we were working on this on the PlayStation 4, but obviously I've kept in mind that we've had some difficult missions ahead, so I've tried to prep our resources to have as many heavy mechs and pilots available to us as possible. And we kind of got through the first couple without too much issue, but now we've got the string of back-to-back missions in which we don't get much opportunity to repair in between. So we'll see what happens. That's going to be the bigger challenge here. I feel like the audio's kind of low. It's probably me. Oh yeah, that's me. Okay. As far as I know, I've got it where you guys normally have it. Okay. Here we go. So we just entered the system, so I probably did the cutscene already, and I kind of surged through. We had a three-part series of missions. We had Tikhonov, where we had to land on the moon and then assault the base, and then we had Tigris, where we took out some generators, and then we had to try to prevent the upload of the data, which obviously was not successful based on the scripting of the story. And so now we're headed into this other series of missions, which I can't remember if it's a three-part series or not, but I know there's at least a couple. One which involves like taking on several mech lances, I think almost simultaneously. So on the jobs, it looks like I probably took one of those just because the payout. So we've still got a ways to go on the War Dog stuff, like the J. Edgars, the Demolishers, and the Harassers. Killing 3 dragons has been sitting there. Ravens is probably going to sit there for a bit. We can't really see the map because we are stuck in the middle of this. And I will get to this Crater Cobras thing here in a second. So, we're supposed to regroup with this faction in order for us to get the mission accomplished. But before we do that, I've got some things I got to check out here. So as I was reviewing here, I'm like, when did I get the Battlemaster? Did I pay for this outright, or did we get this? I'm guessing because it was in good shape. I'm guessing maybe we purchased this one because the Zeus was the one I think we were awarded for the Taurian Concordat. I always get that backwards. But the good thing is at least we have some heavy mechs at this point. Now, the Zeus is not necessarily one of my favorites. The Battlemaster is, and actually, if we have time to load this out, I'm going to upgrade this because I'm going to hold off on using anything else until I know what kind of condition we're in. So this is interesting. We did get some level 4 lasers, but I'm not committing these yet because I get those wrecked. And the good thing is we have a lot of level 2s, and I could probably outfit this with enough. It's going to depend on how many days we're going to have. So it'd be better if I do it before this mission, if I don't anticipate using it on this mission. And then how are we doing on the SRMs here? So we got some 2s, which are higher level. If I got a 4, that might not be too bad and prevent some of the overheating. I don't have a lot of redundance here, but I got 2 level 6 there. That'll be the same and then increase. Machine guns, though, is a question. Wow, I could actually put light rifles and AC2s in there. I'm not going with my level 4s just yet, so let's at least get it up to 2s. Man, it's already saying 30 days. This thing may not be done. And then the PPC, on the other hand. See, I don't really use these. I need to get probably back into the habit. Maybe you know what? Because there's already 32 days. Let's just leave it as such. We'll leave the PPC alone because I bolstered everything else. Okay. 64 days, hypothetically. So, if anything, we'll cancel the order. But, and see, as soon as we start, we're going to owe $2 million. Good thing is we got 10 in the bank. I guess the Zeus is going to be on its own. But I'm probably going to need to restructure some things here. Oh, and I got a grasshopper. I don't remember having the grasshopper. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to move the stuff that I'm going to use versus the stuff the bots are going to use. The Warhammer, I think, is still mine. Oh, is that the hero one, though? I can't remember. No, it's not the hero one. And it's damaged. Great. Why is it damaged? Did I just use the thing? I don't know. And I got a cataphract in there? Oh, that's going to get interesting. Alright, well, anyway, let's save it with our new episode rolling out here. So, Sarna, episode 16. And a 01. Okay, we are ready to roll out, I believe. So I guess I'm not going to read this whole thing. I usually don't. Be extremely cautious, she says. So, jungle, swamp. Do I talk about the crater cobras? Nah, I'll wait till she gives us a couple others. I'll wait till the next mission. These mercenary names. Okay, so whoever we're working for is okay. So we're working for House Davion. Obviously, a pretty highly favorable. That's a lot of adverbs there. So I'm definitely going at least a minimum of damage coverage there. But as long as we can get all kinds of other stuff here, that's another 15, and then cash should be fine. Because I want to really start getting some decent equipment. I want the heavy-duty lasers and machine guns and such. So we can go up to 290. I am not necessarily taking my fire starter here. Looks like some other stuff's all got problems. I maybe will try the Hunchback. And if we can boost these guys in any way, so this is a 70, 75, 65. You know what? If I can... Has the Grasshopper got anything on it yet? Grasshopper is actually bolstered already, so maybe I'm going to go the Grasshopper instead. And if I can get this up any higher, that's a 60. And I don't want anything wrecked at this point, because I got to get some stuff repaired. I guess we'll sit on that, and then I'll take the Battle Master out later if need be. So the Archer, though, however, is a hero mech. We'll sit on that, so... Got kind of the vanilla group other than having the hero catapult going. So here we go, Sarna Part 1. Lights were on, lights go off. I'm gonna check the filters here so forget it. I guess everything's okay.
Communications disarray caused by the Comstar HPG relay station's destruction has allowed us to land on Sarna undetected. But I'm still not getting any responses on the Federated Sun's wideband. The only thing we're detecting is a faint SOS signal from the 5th Certis Fusilier. I've marked its approximate location on your HUD. If there are any Federation forces out there, we need to make contact with them ASAP if we are to have any hope of surviving this deep into Kaplan territory. But be on your guard, Commander. This SOS signal could be a trap.
This is not the one I wanted to have happen first. I think this is the one with a ship in the middle of it, and this one's got a lot of enemies and a lot of back and forth, so even though we don't fight everybody at the same time, we got a lot of enemies, and I don't know if I'm going to feel adequate here in the Grasshopper, so this could be, you know, trial and error process here. Alright, so I got lasers on 1, large laser on 2, missiles 3, and rock'em sock'em on 5. So I guess this was the one I was thinking in terms of talking about the goofy mercenary titles. This, I don't have many gripes with either this game or the franchise, other than, you know, the occasional bugs and stuff, which is just technical things. But from a lore standpoint, I do not understand the naming of the mercenary groups. Like, ooh, the Crater Cobras and the Zippity Zebras and Screaming Eagles. And I would think if you're a mercenary group, either one, you're a hard-as-nails pilot who's survived a lot of encounters, or B, you've got prestige and clout because you can actually afford to pilot these things. So the naming convention makes them sound like they're, you know, the Hicks from the Sticks. So I just come up with the goofiest things like the Ding Dang Doggos or something. Like it's either they're trying to come up with alliteration or just words that rhyme, and I'm like, who came up with these names?
Transmitting IFF frequencies to them now. Let's go up and introduce ourselves.
Incoming mechs, stay where you are. Your IFF says you're with the 2nd Cruises Lancers. Why are the Lancers here on Sarna?
The Lancers aren't here in force, it's only us. We're here on special assignment from Marshal Jackson Davion. We have an urgent matter to discuss with General Hearthstone.
He's gone. We believe he's been KIA.
What about Colonel Harkness?
Definitely
Also gone.
His Marauder was bombarded by Inferno missiles. When he tried to punch out, Inferno gel poured into his cockpit and burned him alive.
Oh, that's descriptive.
Who's in charge here then?
You're looking at her. Captain Alana Damu, 5th Certus Fusiliers, 1st Battalion. And as much as I would love to know why you're here, that is going to have to wait. We've got bigger problems at the moment. We're waiting on our salvage teams to strip this Gazelle for any surviving provisions. We're not going to make it much longer if we can't salvage as much of its supplies as we can.
Alright, so I remember the regroup. I forgot about this mission itself, so I forgot that aligning of them was separate.
Converging on our position. They must have tracked your approach here.
At least...
My men are exhausted and stretched to the brink. I cannot afford
I can't go around the mountain there.
Help us fight through this with minimal losses, and I'll see what I can do about helping you with your special assignment.
We're on it, Captain.
Mech signature just popped up. We got a MechWarrior looking for a fight.
Well, usually that's what they do, unless they're a bunch of pansies. Okay, so yeah, I remember that we've got to fight some of these guys off, but the difficulty I don't recall. Have some missiles.
I'm reading more Lear forces on approach. Captain Damu, do you have dropship support to extract your unit?
No, our dropship support was destroyed in low orbit shortly after we made planetfall. We've been tracking down and salvaging whatever supplies we can from as many of the down support dropships we could find.
Yes, I do remember that we're essentially grounded.
Dodging hostile forces, we're on our last legs.
What happened here?
Sarna
This guy's pretty good at walking backwards.
Video intelligence was completely inaccurate. They said that the system was only defended by a few regiments of militia with possible light mech reserve support. What we ended up getting was all 4 regiments of McCarran's armored cavalry. They waited for us to make planetfall before attacking our
That's the guys we got to fight on the way off the planet.
to a low orbit, trapping all of us on this rock. Then their mech and vehicle forces pinned us against the Grey River and slaughtered everyone. Only a handful of us were able to make it out. If we don't secure these supplies, we won't last much longer. What you see here is pretty much all that's left of the 5th Certus Fusiliers.
Oh, stuff's still on the way. Alright, so I gotta keep this heap holding together. So we get little time in between missions here, so... taking less damage is important. Alright, so they dropped right on the other side of those guys. The thing is, we got these guys pushing in real close, too.
magnetic field that's completely scrambling anything that isn't short-range communications on planet.
That would explain why we weren't reading anything on the wideband on our burn into the system.
No logical explanation. Alright, there's the rifleman.
Target acquired. Incoming missile.
There we go.
Destroyed. New target Warhammer.
Look, it's got the same problem I do. Get the torso blown off every time. Okay, so we still got one more on the ridge, a couple more on the way. Small fry. Should name it the Assassinated. What do we got here? Oh, single digits still.
Target acquired.
Light them up.
On our burn towards the system, we caught the news saying that U-boats took out the local HPG station.
I don't believe that for a second. No matter what the Confederation's state-run news says. The HPG was our only hope of contacting anyone off-world about our dire situation here. It makes no sense that we would destroy the only means of saving ourselves. With Liao shooting down our dropships and the HPG destroyed, we have no way of contacting anyone off-planet. Whoever destroyed the HPG most likely condemned us all to death.
Yeah, something seemed fishy about that. You have to be absolutely mental to even think about crossing Comstar and their HPG stations. Last time someone tried, the entire Free Worlds League found themselves without interstellar communications for almost a year. And they only got it back because their Captain General capitulated to Comstar's every demand.
Okay, good. Hopefully those ships took out some of the numbers there. To have to fight 21 mechs is a little bit more of a problem.
Target next down.
Good job, Captain Crisp. Done yet? Alright, this thing apparently wants a piece of me.
I'm showing no further enemies on
Oh, I'm on fire?
It looks like we are in the clear.
Nope. Oh,
Your
shoot.
answers really pulled through for us. Thank you.
Saw fire. Oh, wow, that's weird. I saw fire on the temperature gauge. I've never noticed that before.
Special assignment for you once we return encampment. Word of advice though, lose the dropship. Keep it suborbital if you need to relocate. The Big Mac will shoot you out of the sky if they think you're assisting us.
The Big
Whether
Mac.
you like it or not, you're stuck in the trenches with us till this is all over.
Okay, that one wasn't so bad. The other two, hard to say. I guess if you walk into these missions prepared, you're in better shape. And with all those mechs, can I get any decent salvage out of all that? So we get 2.7. 18 gets us possibly a Cicada. Is that a Jaeger mech? Ah, you don't want to mess that up. There we go. I meant to do this. That's a Jaeger mech. Catapults. We take the catapult and nothing else. It's not one we have yet. But let's check the goodies first, if there is. It's only level 1 lasers, apparently. But lots of level 2 machine guns. So I will take all of those. And that leaves 14, so I can maybe take the bottom mech. Or maybe... You know what? Let's leave one of the machine guns and take the Jaeger mech. I mean, so at least still got 3 out of that deal. And then get a decent mech that I can sell or repair if needed. This is 65, so yeah, actually, not a... we ain't repairing out in this hot zone, that's for sure, but we'll take that. So not too bad, only 120 damage. I mean, I took 65, but I didn't really lose anything, so The grasshopper held its own, and everybody else is using kind of vanilla stuff. Other than Captain Cave over here has got the Jester catapult. The other two are rolling out with vanilla stuff without any much for weapons on them. So at least Captain Crisp leveled up, it looks like. Laird still has 1 to go to 60. Cave's got 2 more for 60, and of course I got 15 to get to 60. I should check myself into the academy. Can I level up? Oh yeah, there was where we get Bugs Bunny. That's, at least that's what I referred to him as last time. He's the pilot with the high-pitched voice like the other ones. So, when you're ready, let's see what the mission is. Okay. She must be pretty annoyed with him to give him to us. Oh, that just put us over 11. Okay. Was not expecting that. So I'm guessing since it said Sarna Part 1, there should be a Part 2. And again, I still can't look at the map, but wherever we are, there's pilot training here. Enrollment $1 million and 350, and I got no pilots for any of these kind of things. Skill cap increase 5, trait chances 3. So I mean, these are kind of expensive, but man, it seems like you could get some decent stuff that way. Okay, so we're not dealing with any of that. I can't even put any of these pilots in there either. Alright, so transmissions. No, not the black market. Transmissions. So, Spears has got something going on here. Deep periphery. I don't know. I don't remember what this was. So, it's apparently must have unlocked from getting level 11. Timeline here, so we probably... Oh, so it still says due in 90 days, so it did not pay out our other thing yet. Now, we did get a new pilot, so he probably added to our costs there before that goes. But we gotta get some repairs started if possible. Oh, that's also jacking the cost up. Yeah, let's make sure I move that to cold storage. That's what I want to do. There we go. That's 300,000 saved. Or more. Okay, let me double check all these guys. So we got hero, non-hero, non-hero, hero. You know what? So let's, in other words, maybe move this down to here. Except the weight difference is 65. Well, they're both 60s. Okay. Then if I've got, let's move this up to here. That's not of interest to me at the moment. This is a hero, though. These are all non-heroes for the most part. Okay, let me check the mission thing first here. Sarna Part 2. So this might be the thing where the HPG thing gets discovered. So I got 1 day, huh? So I got no time to start repairs. That's a problem. Okay, so can I get anything repaired here? This is looking kind of crispy. 8 days. I think we're rolling out. 4 days. 4 days. I think we're going to just roll as is. That's why this is a problem, because if you're taking on a whole series of mechs with damaged goods, you don't have a whole lot to work with. So I could always swap them for any of these, but I'm not really ready to do that just yet. Let me move the wool. You know, are these both 55s? You know, let me move the Wolverine here. Balance this out a little bit. Yeah, I don't have many heroes that I'd actually use right now. Actually, so what I'm going to do... Put the heroes in this spot. Wait, actually, this is not a hero either. Never mind. Oops. Ah! Buttons. Who needs them? Try to keep these in descending order, so that way the Battlemaster, then Warhammer, then Shadowhawk, then Hunchback. Okay, and then Firestar's not a hero, but it'd be a primary, and then non-heroes, and then heroes. Okay. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna save as is before we get going here, because this could be, again, another problem mission. If the grasshopper does not hold up. Here we go. Alright, what you got to yak about here? Mission briefing. Her costume's kind of weird. I mean, I like the whole camo shorts kind of look if you're, you know, want to avoid the heat control, but man, I don't know what that apparatus is on her chest. It's like a bunch of hoses. Yeah, you like a self-walking plumbing system? Because you got all the other high-tech gear, then you got like a bunch of copper tubing. It's kind of weird. Okay. So we shall continue. And we're still under House Davion, so the damage coverage, not going more than 2. Yeah, salvage is kind of sketchy there. We're going to get up to 3 and get 18, though, so... What do I want? You know what? It's a direct conflict. I'm going to minimize damage coverage and go for max salvage on this. Alright, everybody's rolling out in damage capacity here. Oh, you're gonna let me wait 37 days? In that case, if it's 37 days... Wait, who needs repairs for 37 days? What the heck? Let's check the timeline here. Hold on. Mission start... Oh, we do have time. In that case, that changes things. 14 days, we can live with that. 8 days can live with that. Okay, and then if there's anything else that can get repaired here, because some of these apparently got some broken stuff on them, like this. Let's see if we can get the dragon fixed here. So I got an AC-10 problem, huh? AC-10 return, rapid fire, I think it is. So the question is, what do I replace? So I had a level 0. So we switch away to the burst fire. Get more firepower out of it. It didn't cost us any more on the weight. Do we have ammo in there? We got AC-10 ammo on both sides, so I think that's okay. 6 days. We can live with that. Now 12. Alright, anything else broken still? This is broken. This needs to get fixed. The one, because it keeps getting broken every single time. So apparently I'm out of 2 laser or triple lasers there. All right, let's balance this back down to 2s because I'd rather my level 3s for the next thing. Ooh, you took one of my level 3 machine guns, stupid Warhammer. How dare thee? So this is now going to be weaker, but if I let the bots use it, at least I don't care as much. So machine gun. Yeah, I'm not giving you a 3. You can have a 2. You can have a 2. I'll save that. Alright, so I lose a little bit of firepower, but this thing's been having problems anyway. Exceeding 37. Well, thank you for that. I kind of figured that, but at least it'll get repaired by the next gap. Okay, now we're ready. I think. Actually, so now that I know that, I'm going to actually save and overwrite this one. Alright, now we're mission ready. Deploy. And if nothing's... Wait, 37 days, yep, okay. Alright, everything's all fixed, just like that. Fahad rubs the magical lamp and poof, mechs are repaired. And do the lights go out? Nope, not this time. Alright, why am I driving the grasshopper? Where's my coffee button? I don't drink coffee, though. Just looking for the coffee button. What do I gotta do to get a Slurpee in space? Okay, this is the tough one. One of 2.
Last known location confirmation of the Fusiliers transponders being sent. After they all went rogue, be sure to be on your guard and watch your backs. McCarran's armored cavalry is still breathing down our necks, looking to finish us off for good. Let's go find our answers.
So there's 4 blues, our greens, and then they're coming at us off the start here.
That had to sting.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Poof! Fireworks. New Year's fireworks. So start walking off the path here. They start circling around us. And I don't understand the lore. They're saying the HPG is something to do with communications and or owned by the central government thing.
I see them. Whoever they aren't with the Fusiliers. This is Captain Alana Damu of the 5th Certus Fusiliers. Who the hell are you, and why are you using our transponder signals?
Exactly.
We serve a purpose much higher than yours, my child.
We are part of a cult.
Now I'm afraid I cannot allow you to leave this place alive. Die, knowing your sacrifice will usher humanity into a new golden era.
Screw that and screw you! I don't have any plans on dying today, but I do plan on dismantling you imposters piece by piece until you
Yes.
tell me what I want to know.
Who do we go for first? There's so many. We get swarmed. Good thing we got to repair first. Okay, there's one.
Target acquired.
Threat eliminated.
Ooh, that was cool. They took him out before I even targeted him. I feel like I'm in an anime where they both run sideways through the bamboo forest. Except they're not even targeting me, though. Hey, as long as I'm away from everything else, that's fine. Getting a lot of heat from that large laser.
You cracked him right in the head. Nice shooting, Commander.
Incoming missile. Target acquired.
So in this case, they don't tell you how many enemies there are. You just keep finding out there's more, and then there's more, and then more. It's go time. Here we go. Ammo. Is that Griffin? Yeah, another Griffin.
Target
That one's done.
destroyed. Target acquired.
Still the yellow, so doing okay here, but gotta be careful. And another Griffin.
That target's a heap.
Not that one, though. That one is.
A clean headshot.
Target acquired.
Wrecked.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Okay, so I got the Marauder. Everybody's in good shape here. Still got 4 blues out there. That's good. And there's more stuff coming. So that's already like 8. Probably send another 4 at us.
You don't even realize you are nothing more than a pawn in someone else's game.
Sure thing, Mr.
Ominous word vomit
MechWarrior
spewing from your
eyeshadow.
mouth is supposed to actually mean something.
Oh, where'd that one come from? There's somebody circling around. Got a heavy coming in.
New target marauder.
Yeah, well, we brought one of those too. Whoa, you got dual PPCs on you. Okay, that's nice. Oh, you're gonna punch me. Punch back, maybe. Except it's like a 7-on-1.
Target acquired.
Didn't you know?
Target
Oh,
destroyed.
here comes another batch.
Here to
Target
die.
destroyed.
Ha! Not the first time the Fusiliers have heard that one.
Yeah, one of the random blues goes marching off on the other side of the base, though. Alright, so we got this group on the ground and whatever just got dropped in. Wow, more Griffins, goody. How exciting. Oh, punch your ankle. Look at this. See, this is where it gets messed up. Now we're fighting like 6 at a time. One of them is an assault. Ooh, that's blue. Really got to draw them out so you don't have to take all of them out at the same time. Okay. Wow, I still see what... Man, I can't even count them all 4. There's still another 8 out there. All at the same time. Pick up the small stuff. Hope we still got our blues out there. That's a lot. That charger? Ooh, that's the big one. Yikes. Well, that one's limping already. Let's get rid of him.
The Confederation's ambassador to New Certus kidnapped our Duke and took him to Sion, where Max Liao executed him in cold blood.
That's another assault.
Davion was a patriot to the entire Federated Sons and died at the hands of a madman.
New target, charger.
Yeah, this charger's a bit of a problem. Oh, that one's not.
Sharpshooting.
Call me Tex. Tex with a laser.
Tin can crushed.
Still got all these VTOLs and stuff, too.
Target destroyed.
We still got 4 blues out there.
Target destroyed.
This guy's spinning a yarn. Which mech's he in so we can crush it? Too close. Get out of here. Alright, just the assault mech left here. For now. Boom! Is that it? Did we get them all?
I'm showing no more targets on our
Wow.
scopes. Looks like they're all down.
Good. Bring the support infantry out and take in as many prisoners as possible. Rip each and every one of them out of their mechs.
Oh, no, there's more.
We aren't going to get any if we don't bring these imposters in alive.
Target destroyed.
That will leave a mark.
That's weird. Those all came out after the primary objective. So, one of the first times playing that map, I was on the far opposite side, and they kept coming out, and I was hobbling along. And it took a few tries, so thankfully the Grasshopper and the other heavies held up pretty well, and still had all of the NPC bots in their mechs. So, I mean, the fact we had 8 at a time, it was essentially an 8-on-8 there. You want as many friendly targets to help offset the damage. A lot more to pick from. Let's see if there's anything good we can take. Of course there's a lot of Griffins, given how many we fought, but looks like some Riflemans and stuff. There we go, now we're talking. Ooh, get some level 2 lasers, surplus. SRM2s, but we don't need too many of those. Nothing on the machine gun side, so I guess these level 2 lasers are the highest priority, so we can get 16 of those, or 5 of those, and have 16 left over. So this is the Assassin 21. Apparently we already have one of those. We don't have a Rifleman 3N, but we'd have to drop a laser to take that one, which I can probably do that. Yeah, we'll take one less laser. Especially since I just outfitted all the level 2s on the other heavies that we got. Damage taken, 180. Yeah, I almost didn't even need damage coverage if not for putting like one spot on there. Yeah, not much else for interesting stats there. And, well, I took the most damage, but wasn't anything of consequence. So, timeline first, now that I know to look at that. So, the mission doesn't start for 40 days, so we actually might be able to get the Battle Master in play here. And actually, I vaguely recall having the Battle Master the last time I played that one. So, let's get repairs done, and we should have most of our stuff available. No completion. Okay, so apparently we didn't have the VTOLs in the job list because the job criteria are all the same at the moment. Start repairs. extra crispy grasshopper. This cataphract's probably going in storage here now that we got so much other stuff to pick from. So we're still at 17 mil. 53 days till the next payout. Now I think what should happen here, this is the one where we probably run into the old Comstar ship, and then I think we have another series trying to get off world after that. So I was also looking at this one last time. This one's got more upgrade slots but less hard points. Black Knight I'm not going to bother till we get the hero one. Cyclops would be the only other thing to give us a lot of juice, but even if I bought that, we'd only have about 4 million left over. So I think this is the fire starter that we already have, right? The dual machine gun. Same things for the Hunchback. We got a 4P. I think it's a 4P. Yep, so 4P and H. Yep, so no new models there. Excuse me. I don't like the Orion quite so much. Cyclops is cool. Awesome. I don't know if I've really used the Awesome. It just seems so weird to have such a powerful mech with so few hard points. But then again, they are PPCs, which I've not been using. So I guess if you start juicing the PPCs, that it's just some railgun kind of like power on it. Okay, so our repairs are started. Nothing to purchase. You know what? I did not check the equipment though. I've not been doing that, so perhaps that would be a good idea. So that's expensive. So it did say we needed a tier 4. Is that lit up because we need the objective, or was that for just because it's rare? I think it's probably because it's rare. Yeah, that's just the rare. The blue is the rare marking. The green is the job one. Oh, we could actually get... Oh! Well, would you look at that? We can get more lasers this way. Well, that should be taken care of for a minute. Oh, and some... I'll take another machine gun, too. Where's my LB-10X AC solid slugs, pal? I haven't seen much for LB-10X stuff yet. But for anybody else, it'd be like, hey, another meaningless acronym. What does that mean? Hey. Okay, let's get a save going. We'll do Sarna Part 3. We are making progress. Okay, there we go. Mission briefing. And she's like, I got an attitude. Oh, this is not the one I thought it is. Now we're in the city. This is like the one where we gotta escape Sarna, I think. Alright, we didn't find any survivors. Deal's a deal. Okay, so this is the one that's gonna try to get us off planet then. I do recall having the grasshopper for this one. Alright, so damage. We're already getting a 15 million in damage, so we're not doing any more of that. Let's go max that and max that. So if we can get 3.3 and 21 points of salvage, that'd be a good time. Hopefully, if there's any salvage worthwhile. Okay, so they're now bumping us up to 300. Is my Battlemaster close to ready? Hopefully, we'll find out. I mean, it might be a bit premature, but we'll do it anyway. The Grasshopper's doing fine, even if it gets dinged up a bit. Okay. 40 days. Yeah, we'll wait 40 days. Yeah, 295 out of 300. That's not too bad. Can't get any less of a margin than 0. Or 5.
Right, Commander.
I like these urban missions.
Of Sarna's Meskarovka headquarters and support facilities around the capital city of Sarna from our captured imposters. If your stolen codebooks were delivered anywhere, it would have been at any of the marked facilities for decoding. With the HPG system down, it's fairly safe to assume the codebooks would not have been able to make it off-planet even if they were decoded. So if you can destroy them here, it's unlikely Liao will be able to retrieve them again. We are deep in enemy territory here, so I can only support you with a small team of commandos. They will tail you and verify the destruction of the codebooks once you destroy the marked buildings. This is your mission, and I need to tend to the Fusiliers and plan our next move. So I'll leave the rest of this up to you and Rihanna. Best of luck.
Oh,
And to
okay.
you, Captain Damu. I've got...
Alright, if she's done yakking, can I assign my weapon groups now, please? Thank you. Alright, so machine gun's definitely going to be 2s. So I left the PPC. Definitely lasers on 1 if we can not overheat. I guess I'll go PPC on 3. And, oh, you know what? No, I usually do missiles there. So PPC will be 4 if I use it. Okay, let's see how that works. It's laser time.
Let's get the job done.
Straight out. Oh, yeah, look at that. 6 lasers at once. It's not even the best we can do yet. Okay, so this is not the mission I was thinking of either. Oh, is this timed? We got 8 minutes? 9 minutes? I don't remember this one. It's not... I know there's one where we gotta deal with the what's-his-face on the way out the door, but... I think we gotta rush and destroy all these with some resistance on the way. Laser light show. Oh, I got some machine guns. I better use them.
Enemy mech destroyed.
It tends to happen in battle. Alright, what's here? Come on, objective marker. Update.
There's our first target.
There we go.
Let's be quick about this, Commander.
Do I have 2 machine guns on the same side? Interesting. Okay, well, if they're that far back, I ain't gonna stick around. Whoa, that was trippy. Lasers couldn't decide on which target to lock onto. Pardon me while I just bulldoze my way through town. At least the street is mostly clear. Oh, they got other 2 mechs by the other side. Oh, there's an assault mech in there too. Alright, so we got 714. There we go. Yeah, there's an extra stream of bullets, looks like, so the machine is all on the same side. He's down the dual-sided. Alright, now we get some opposition. Maybe. We have some missiles. In one of those. That did some heat. Yeah, I'm overheating quite a bit.
Incoming missile. Target acquired.
New target. Awesome. Flashbacks to Season 1. Well, that'd do something to him. Punch a hole with the PPC and finish off with a laser. We got kinds of choppers and stuff rolling in here. Oh, so the machine gun goes higher than the laser? That's interesting. Can't get the torso angle high enough. Oh, we got 5 minutes still, we're good.
Target neutralized.
That's the last facility. The infantry will take it from here. We need to evacuate now before McCarran's armored cavalry shows up in force.
Yeah, McCarran, that's who I was talking about.
Exfil site.
New target spotted. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Deviant dogs. Destroy intel buildings, so it looks like that's accomplished and go pick up none. Okay. Making sure not leaving anything behind here. Nothing but a trail of corpses. Or in this case, highly hollowed out and charred metal chassis. Alright, there we go. Alright. Ooh, that's a nice payout. As short as 6 mil. So we're almost getting up there to get some actual decent mechs from the salvage points, but I don't know if I want any of those. Man, can you not give me any decent stuff? So I put all the points in and can't take anything other than blackjack and a junk laser. I must take the jump jet. That's worth more. Alright, anything you missed? Objectives all good? Yeah, only took 108,000. Didn't even need the insurance. I like it when they give you the automated insurance for some of these scripted ones. Well, still me taking the most damage, but Captain Chris was getting close. Okay. Yeah, no progress on any of those. Okay, where are we going now? Sarna Part 4. Alright, let's get repairs started. 4 days, 8 days, 6 days. All right, and then let's check the clock. Payment due in 13, mission in 44, so we got plenty of time. I wonder if I want to do an upgrade to anything if I got the time. Even though it does cost more while we're out here. But also, that new mech's got to go. Oh, 2 new mechs got to go. Oh! No, I didn't pay last time. Okay. Thankfully, the window. It's like, didn't think to move that out of the way. Cold storage. Junket. I said junket. Mystery Men was such a goofy movie. Okay, so we're paying about 2 mil every quarter for hardware. We're up to 22 mil, so we can actually start buying stuff, maybe. Again, if we're not taking that much damage, though, if they're not forcing me to have to buy something, then I'm going to stick with what we got. All right. So the armored cavalry, judging by movement, appears that they're migrating toward the ruins of derelict warships. So this is probably the one. Okay, I was thinking this was one of the earlier missions. So probably end up going to part ways here with them. I think we end up seeing her again later, but I don't remember what in what context. Miss Plumbing Armor. Okay, here we go. You know what? Let's do another save. When in doubt, do another save file. Yeah, this is going much more smoothly than expected compared to prior playthrough without having as much foreknowledge of what to expect. Okay, continue. No damage coverage. We can get 9 shares. Wow. We don't really need that much, but that's still a 3 million payout, even if I do 24. Yeah, we're actually going to be fighting more stuff on this one. You know what? Since we're doing okay on cash, we'll see if we can snag a decent mech out of this. Or preferably some lasers and machine guns. The mech is being refit. Wait 44 days. Yes, as long as I can take all of them. So they've upped the tonnage limit. So it's saying 310. So we have a 65, 75, and 70. Now, actually, who's got the Zeus affinity here? Somebody had Zeus affinity. Who was it? So actually, if anything, I wonder if we give her the Zeus. Cut the Zeus loose. And if anything, I'd rather have him not use something that's going to get those AMS damage, because I'm going to replace those if anything happens. But, so I get, there we go. That's, hey, 310 on the nose. Look at that. Doesn't have much on them, but these guys aren't here for their charming personality. Okay, let's do this. Flat-footed. Look at the default color palette on all of them. Yeah, the Screaming Eagles. It was this one.
If we want to have any chance of getting out of this mess alive, we're going to need their help. Let's hope they aren't in as dire straits as we are.
Yeah, this was one of the ones that first stood out as goofy merc names. Then Farhad's going to go in his history nerdery over the ship. So you can go in through the front door or the back door. Usually just, I mean, I found out the hard way later.
I never thought I would ever see one of the ancient warships. These things used to be at the top of the food chain when it came to the supreme military power of the Star League. Massive spacecraft that acted as jump ships, armed to the teeth with naval weapons and assault dropships.
And were often used to rain death across entire systems with nuclear fire and chemical strikes. Untold billions died at the hands of these monsters. It's not surprising that they were the first things to be targeted and destroyed in the early succession wars.
I mean, it's hard to picture the scale it all broken up. I mean, given how big, like, this... I mean, the Battle Master's already a 3 or 4 story mech. And then you've got this thing which could house multiple decks of these kind of things if it were actually functional. It's just insane. I'm sure this wasn't all lodging facilities. So Westrick, I think, was the guy that we saw during the training games for the first pair of missions. Yep.
They're broadcasting Federated Suns IFF. You out there, identify yourselves.
Bob.
We are an independent detachment of the 2nd Crucis Lancers on special assignment. We're here to help.
Brianna Campbell? Is that you? I thought you were with that Merc outfit from the Galahad War Games. What are you doing broadcasting Davian military IFFs?
That's a long story for another time. For now, we're hoping to help each other out of this mess.
That's highly optimistic of you. We dug into this position to defend ourselves from an incoming advance from the 3rd McCarran's Armored Cavalry.
I mean, look how small that command post is compared to the size of the ship.
After we repelled an all-out assault from them at Graves Hallow. If you want to help, join us, and let's push these bastards back. Keep us in good enough shape, and we might just live to see tomorrow. Here to Westrick. Enemy scouts just crossed the outer perimeter.
Alright, let's see how I do here. I don't have anybody with me, but they push in pretty quick.
Brianna, Commander, we'll appreciate the assist here. Keep our mercs in fighting shape. We won't be any good to you dead.
Come on in.
Oh, that hostile's a smoking carcass. Unit taking enemy fire.
These guys run into the base, and the navigation is ridiculous. Come on, Dragon, what are you doing? Get out of my way. No, back in the way I'm angling. Ah, scramble. Ooh, this Raven will count.
Reserve forces from McCarran's appear to be crossing the perimeter. Things are going to heat up quickly here.
Yeah, especially because these guys can't walk in a straight line.
If we can keep our forces in the fight.
We'll do our best, Colonel.
Holy crap. Alright, so they got a dropship on radar. I don't know what that other one is yet, but this one had something to do with having some enemies hiding out there, and if you didn't activate them, kind of gotta go out of the way, then they all assault from the opposite side. Yep, from the opposite side now.
New target, spider.
Just random crap falling from the ceiling. Yeah, but and then this one again, they're giving us the
Destroyed. Target acquired.
enemy count. Kind of helps.
New target, fire station.
Firestarter H again. It's the one we already have.
New target, indicator. Heat critical. Incoming missile.
And not punch.
Target destroyed.
We'll punch a hole.
Acquired.
All right, did they get this one? Or are you guys just walking around without a good reason? I think I'll take that as they got it. The mushroom cloud is the evidence.
New target, javelin.
You shouldn't have much left.
Hear the pilot scream through my cockpit.
All right, so we are 1/3 of the way done. What are you picking on me for? You got 8 targets here.
Target destroyed.
All right, we got the ones on the hill. Then they're going to come in from behind as well, I think.
Target acquired.
Oh yeah, seed critical.
Destroyed.
I'll take one of those.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Okay, let's cool off a bit here. Yep, there's the red drop ship, bringing them in from the back. Still got, I think, 2 more up here, though. At least one stuck on the wall. Oh, there is 2 of them, I was right. That's weird. Did I hit him, or did it, like, warp? Yep, now we got some heavier stuff coming in. Right arm, almost gone.
New target, Hunter. Target acquired.
Part of the challenge of this map is just because all these guys all group up. Right?
Critical.
Gotta figure out where to stand without being vulnerable. Okay, he's done. Yeah, I'm shutting down because of heat accidentally. How are we at? 13 to 24.
New target, Orion.
There we go.
Street Commander, great shot.
Ain't much of a hunchback left on that one.
Target destroyed.
That's gonna blow. Here we go, 16, 24, 8 left. 2 of them are these annoying things.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
Nope, I guess that didn't qualify.
Hell of a shot.
Optional, sure doesn't lose a single mech. Well, it hasn't failed yet, so... Okay. Yep, now we got the big dogs, and this is where we start losing stuff. So we got these 4. Another 4 after. I know there's at least an archer in there somewhere, too, that ends up drawing all the way out of the ship. So if not for the right arm, almost in decent health still. Of course, gonna wait for the bots to catch up. Oh, there we go. There's an archer. Yeah, me versus them. This is not good. Yep, there goes my torso. I lost the PPC. I'm not too concerned about that. At least I got my lasers. Got me a banana. This guy's a problem. He's got lasers too. I'm just gonna stay here because I can't maneuver. Ooh, now I'm losing lasers. Oh no! See, this is why I end up losing is because I end up not making this final gauntlet.
Give up. Crater Cobras, stay strong. We've almost got them.
Yep, I'm smoking. I still got lasers though. Is there still 4 blues on the map? Looks like it. Okay, where's the last batch? Yep, see, that's when they start pulling us out. So 4 left. Hey, you stay inside. Got watch for that random archer in the distance.
Target acquired.
I don't have machine guns.
Target destroyed.
Alright, who's first?
New target Shadowhawk.
5 lasers. Ooh, I lost another laser. I'm holding down the other triggers if it's going to do anything. Just can't have much left.
Enemy mech, down and out.
Incoming missile. Target acquired.
Took one down.
I got no arms either, so I can't punch anymore. Would you not cross my path, clown?
Impressive shot. That cockpit is gone.
No, it's a marauder. That's not the archer. The archer must have been the first one then. Hey, there's not much left of this thing. Ooh. Down to 4 lasers. 3 lasers. Yeah, you better get out your giant fireball. There you go. Get out of here. What's left? The Vindicator. Like a 20 on 1. And yet I'm the only one taking hits.
All remaining Macaron's forces appear
There we go.
for now. Our
3 levers and a smoking carcass left. It's showing the armor around the back piece on the mech, but not on the front.
System. I'm very skeptical about our overall chances at survival. A very strong ECM field is preventing us from contacting anyone at the system's jump point. We have a long shot plan to try to get a message off world.
Yeah, huddle up there,
With
guys.
your help, we might just be able to do it. Come by our command center and I'll share the details with you.
Well, my HUD is gone. I'm guessing that we're auto exfil here. Interesting if I reach the point of, like, you've damaged enough stuff so that you have no HUD. Well, at least I didn't have to redo it, though. Took a lot of damage, but the thing is, yeah, I didn't take the damage stuff, did I? Look at that! 580,000 short of the insurance marker, so we got all of that completely paid for. Now the question is, what can I afford with the salvage points? So we can... I wouldn't mind taking them... Oh, that's the Battle Master that we have, so I guess it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't mind taking the Archer, but can't afford it. So it's a Quick Draw, Centurion, Vindicator, Jenner, and the Locust. Yuck. Alright, give me some good out of this mess. We killed all those, and you tell me I can't get anything good out of it? Garbage level lasers. Take the machine gun. Man, this is all crap. Alright, I guess I'll go for utility here. Yeah, we got tons of all this stuff. Oh, we don't have jump. Oh, we sold the jump jets. So I'll take the active probe. That still leaves 25. I'll take a Vindicator, I guess, and just soak up everything else that's got any value to it. Okay. 4 million worth of stuff, supposedly. Okay, well, yeah, at least we'll get the damage coverage taken care of. Except we still got... Oh yeah, Captain Mila or Mia Serena. Let's catch a drink. We still get 1.5 out of that as well. So now we're going to have pilots chewing into our quarterly payments. Okay, repairs first. Also, well, actually... Firstly, before first, check the timeline. So we got 50 days, and our next payment's not till 59, so we're good. Let's just get repairs started, though. This, cold storage. This is gonna hurt. Only 352,000? That estimate must have been because of after the fact. Suddenly only 352. That's a lot less. Oh, but this one's not going to be done by the next mission. You know what? If it's only 352, I could do it. How's that not charging me the 1.5 or the 1.3? That's bizarre. Is it because... Well, no, it can't be, because we're not in Davian territory. We're in Capellan territory, and they don't like us right now, so... 18 days, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. So, if anything, I'll just switch back to the Grasshopper, and if anything, maybe... Do I want to upgrade anything here? Not really. So that's got 416. Anything else I would use? I think the Warhammer's going to end up in cold storage after getting the snot beat out of it so frequently. Well, I don't see much else to do. Anything else I'd rather upgrade, because I'm definitely not rolling in with Firestarter on these missions. I think that's it. I mean, we're still in the same location here, so it's not really changing anything on us in terms of equipment to purchase or mechs to purchase. Yeah, so I think we're okay here. We'll save again. Haven't left Sarna yet. Okay, so the next one might get us off planet. We'll find out. Mission briefing. Oh, we got the desert one. I forgot about the desert one. I was thinking about this one previously, but no. So this is going to have to deal with messing with the, like the dishes and stuff to get out of here. The jammers. And then eventually there's another urban mission in which, what's-his-face? The guy's name I can't remember. McCarran, he's going to actually attack us on the urban one, but we still got a lot to do here. So actually, I might take the Firestarter. I think the Firestarter ended up being pretty helpful if we're doing like a more of a destruction mission here. Mission type campaign, but yeah, well, that's, you know, I don't need more damage coverage and I don't really need more shares. Let's go all cash first and then rest and salvage, even though it may not help. So this one could be a redo here if I get crazy on this. I'm actually going to take the Firestarter and let everybody else do their thing. So we're going to be way underweight. But at least theirs all be repaired ahead of time. Okay, here we go. Wait 50 days. Yeah, I guess. I mean, you don't want to go early. I mean, you don't want to go as soon as everything's operational. That'd be kind of cool if we got this episode pretty much Sarna-centric.
Have provided us with the location of a
There we go.
series of powerful ECM arrays. that have been disrupting long-range comms across the entire Sarna system. If we destroy enough arrays within the region, we should be able to pierce the localized disruption field and get a message out to the system's jump point. We need to destroy these ECM arrays in order to have any hope of getting a message off-world. If we don't succeed, well, we'll almost likely die here, Commander.
Hmm.
Oh,
Such a nice
lovely.
place to live.
No pressure at all for the likes of us, eh?
I know it's hard to hear, but it's the simple truth. While we've had our successes, McCarran's armored cavalry still has 4 full regiments of troops on Sarna. It's a simple numbers game. The reality is, we don't have enough forces to come out ahead. Even with the Crater Cobras and Screaming Eagles, we need reinforcements. And with the system's HPG down, the only way that we can ever hope of getting them is if we get a message back to Davion Command through a ferried message by jump ship. Bringing down these ECM arrays is our only chance at doing that. I'm not exaggerating when I say that this time, all our lives are depending on this. So good luck, Commander.
So if I don't have to sit and do much, I'm running through here. Problem is the opposition.
Transmission on the AFFC's command line. The first one since we've arrived at Sarna. I can't make out anything in it, but destroying the other ECM towers might allow us to hear the broadcast. Keep it up, Commander.
On it.
Incoming missile.
Oh yeah. It's a little different. I usually don't go into the urban one first here, but I'm close enough. I think part of the issue in the past has been whether or not the bots can survive while I'm running around. Yeah, I've never really gone up the hill, I don't think, on this one. There we go. Matter of hours.
Commander, the ECM disruption is weakening, but McCarran is encircling our forces while you're attacking the ECM installations. We don't have the numbers to fight through them. We need those towers destroyed so we can find a gap in their lines. We fought too long and too hard for this to be our end.
Alright, hit and run. Here we go. These are multiples. There we go. Get out of here. All this stuff I gotta weave through. Two more. Oh, did I miss one?
Getting clearer, but we still can't make out any
Oh, did I miss one way back there?
We need to destroy those
Oops.
remaining ECM towers.
Yeah, I'll do that one
Our
last.
tactical projections are not good. The only way we can break through McCarran's forces is if we abandon our wounded. That is not something I'm willing to do. We're preparing to make our last stand. Finish the mission, Commander, then get as far away from us as possible. Regroup with Captain Damu. Get a message back to Davion Command. Survive.
There's 2 of them on this side.
Colonel Westdrake, I'm sorry we couldn't do more.
It's okay. It's the part of the job that all of us mercenaries must accept at some point. Today, it's just my time.
Oh, give it up so easily, huh? Okay, those are done. We got one more urban one. I gotta go back for the one I missed. Of course, this is not a heavy mech, so hitting through the urban section is a little bit tougher of a walk. There's all kinds of nasties roaming around. There's 1 and 2. Is there another one? I think there's another one. Alright, I don't see anything else in there, so it's just gonna be the other one I missed. That one. must have been 2, if this is the one by the tank that I hit.
Target acquired.
Is that it? Get it, get it, get it.
This is Arden Sortek of the
There we
Davion
go.
Heavy Guards, calling all surviving forces of the Federated Suns. We have breached Sarna's atmosphere and are available to reinforce on your position. Is anyone out there? Please respond. Again, this is Arden Sortek. Colonel Sortek, this is Colonel Richard Westrick with the Crater Cobras. My God, is it good to hear your voice. The Crater Cobras and the Screaming Eagles are pinned down 50 clicks east of the city of Catatonia along the coast. We estimate that the Big Mac will have us completely surrounded in 3 hours. Transmitting exact coordinates now. Coordinates received. We're preparing an orbital mech drop to reinforce your position. Hold fast, Colonel. Help is here.
This is Captain Aladdin with the survivors of the Ascendant
Jump on top of the leopard here.
We don't have much left, but we are moving to assist. ETA 2 hours.
There we go, all's well that ends well.
Salvation is here, Commander. I've marked a new exfil site on your map. Let's get out of here.
I got to the exfil before they could finish yakking. Yeah, at least we got some cash out of that because they're salvaging into a whole lot. We got one whole spider. Man, for as much fighting as we've had to do for these, it seemed like it'd be nice to get a little more stuff, but whatever. I mean, the good thing is the DLC chain or the mission campaign at least builds up your cash pool to spend on other stuff because you still have another couple lengthy ones ahead, especially since we haven't gotten to the Kerensky stuff yet. I think scuttlebutt was the Kerensky stuff's activated the 2030 or 2050, and I think we're the 2030s still. So yeah. Oh, I didn't take the most damage that time because I was running around so much. Alright, we're still on Sarna. Not out of here yet. I think once we get past these other guys, I think we'll finally be off planet. Alright, we're up to 29 mil. Gonna have to pay out 2. Other than for the mechs that we gotta offload here. So now maybe my Battle Master will be ready again for the next one. We'll see. Maybe not. Usually isn't. Okay, repairs are started. 88 days it's saying. Don't need to buy anything. No pilots. Nothing to see there. Of course, we can't see the map. Let me check the timeline. So, oh, the mission starts immediately. So, yeah, this is the case where, okay, so repairs won't yeah, that was the issue. This is the one you're rolling right into this, trying to get off planet, and we're going to be taking the B squad, the second string. So, and we got to fight. So I'm not rolling out with a fire starter, that's for sure. For all of the marbles. Alright, so yeah, we're changing our mechs up this time. I think. I thought this was the city one. It says evening. Yeah, okay, this probably is. So we gotta hold off McCarran's cavalry or whatever it was called. Bring the biggest, baddest mechs you can. Alright, so yeah, we'll go one... Oh, it's back to normal damage coverage. No freebies now. Especially since... Yeah, we'll go 3. Maybe we can get some salvage. No bonuses this time. I mean, we're doing okay on cash, so maybe I'll go 21. There we go. Still get 2.7. I haven't had to spend much other than for repairs, so we're doing okay. But now we got a problem. Now we got to change all this up. So I think I'll roll out in the Grasshopper. If so the Zeus is being worked on. You know, I guess I can give him his catapult back. See, they bumped it to 350, so the tonnage does keep going up. Alright, what does she usually roll in? If not, I can give her the champion or the dragon. The hero dragon is this one. We might be way under. There, you can have the Warhammer. It's 265, yeah. Yikes. I don't think there's much else I can do here. So 70, 60, 65, 70. So yeah, I don't. The Zeus and the Battlemaster are the two heaviest, and they're out of commission for repairs. Okay, we'll see what happens. Hey, we haven't had to reload yet, so good progress. The all Sarna episode.
Colonel Sortek is on the verge of making planetfall and is en route to our position. McCarran's knows that if we successfully relink with the Davian heavy guards, they're done for. So they're gonna throw everything they have at us trying to put us in the ground before Colonel Sortek's reinforcements arrive. We've spent the past 6 months in hell, cowering and sulking in the shadow of those bastards, trying to survive against unprecedented circumstances. No dropship support, no air support, no way of communicating with the jump point. Hell, we even made it by with no HPG, completely blind to the rest of the inner sphere. We made it through all of that. But today, finally, we can stand tall against these compelling bastards. Today is a day of retribution. Today we are finally taking the fight to them.
And by fight, mean running away.
I'm not one for speeches as eloquent as our mercenary friends. We have been struggling to survive since the Grey River ran red with the blood of our fallen brothers and sisters. Just remember, they're still here. They're watching over us. And today, God willing, we will avenge their deaths. For New Certus, for House Hasek.
We have contacts. Dead ahead.
So I don't know what's the point is having these blue ones out here. I mean, if like one represents the Eagles, one represents the Cobras.
Commander, Colonel Westrick is right about one thing. The McCarran's forces will be relentless. There's no telling when the Davion heavy guys will make it to the field. So we need to support one another if we're going to make it out of this alive. Tread carefully, Commander.
I mean, there's not nearly as many enemies here. I remember this being the giant L shape, and we got the urban battle, but there wasn't really anything nearly as special about this one. Now, I have had it glitch out before. Ooh, another Raven. Get that job off the list.
Target acquired.
Or was it collect 2 Ravens? If it's collect, then I guess that doesn't help.
We've got an enemy mech approaching. Get ready to cut it down. The unit squad taking heavy damage.
Oh, he's done.
Destroyed. Target acquired. New target indicated.
Now we got some problems coming in. Just don't want to be fighting this all at once here. The blue mechs kind of like sit in position. They don't really contribute a whole lot here. I blew your arm off.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
6 months. McCarran and his cronies have taken 6 months and hundreds of our brothers and sisters' lives with them. Fusiliers, make them pay!
You just smoked that son of a bitch, Commander.
Alright, we got a heavy around the corner here. Oh, they got the heavy. Didn't need me for it. And they got that one. That one's waddling. Good, they actually did some work. Alright, now what? See, this is kind of what I ran into. It's like, alright, when the other guys show up. Yeah, that other blue one's sitting in the back doing nothing. I mean, they don't put an objective marker, and they don't tell you what to do. They just say destroy all mechs. Now there's a batch. Now we got some targets. And I'm gonna move around the corner here.
Target acquired.
Try not to get shot in the back here.
Target acquired. Incoming missile.
Uh-oh. There we go. Bunch of lightweights. I don't know if we got heavies to contend with after this or not.
Target destroyed.
Oop. Got T-Rex arms. There we go. Oh, no, there's a big one coming in. Oh, yeah.
Scattered us across a wide area. We are reforming our lances and about to move on your position now. ETA 2 minutes. Hold out
2
just
minutes.
a little longer.
That's done.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Yeah, they got a big one in the back there.
Incoming missile.
Too many little guys running. I mean, you gotta shot the big one here. Oh, they got that one.
You can hear the pilot screaming from here.
Target acquired.
Oh, where's the big one at? There he is. Stalker. Oh, there's like 6 of them still. Like, we might as well run backwards to their position, it seems. Like, only one of them has moved up. Cave is like taking some serious damage too.
Forces of the Federated Suns, the Davion Heavy Guards are here to assist. It's time to take the fight to McCarran's armored cavalry.
That's our cue, Commander. One last push and then it's over. Let's finish this.
Yeah, except they don't have much weapons left.
Target acquired.
Archibald.
Forces of the Federated Suns, give them no quarter. For months these wolves have hunted you like prey locked in the woods. But now you have a chance to defang McCarran's armored cavalry once and for all.
We'll see.
Fallen for the 5th Certus Fusiliers.
Did I just hear that right? McCarran's forces are withdrawing. Is there really a
will want to ensure that an elite unit such as McCarran's is crippled
Oh,
as much
hit the
as
building.
possible to put all of House Layout in a position of vulnerability in the future. I also imagine compassion and reason are the last things on the minds of everyone that went through the last 6 months of hell at the hands of the armored cavalry. For better or worse, we still
So I didn't know. See if we got that assault one. I don't know if the McCarran was on that or not, but. Don't blow up on me. Oh, get these NPCs in here.
So the Federated Sons, we have cleared the field.
Wow, three of mine are in the red.
Commander, I just want to say thank you. If you hadn't come to help us all those months ago, I have no doubt in my mind that we would have died like the rest of our brothers and sisters in the 5th. We'll never forget what you did for us.
Likewise, Captain. Without you, we would never have been able to complete our mission for the Kestrel Lancers. Now let's all fall back in with the heady guards and finally get some R&R. It's been one hell of a campaign.
Heavy guards bringing in their medium mechs. Will they bring Phoenix Hawks? Centurions. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You know, the major campaign was like a detour to like the overall objective of taking over some stuff. You know, all because of mission data being compromised. Then we got 4. How much damage though? Took 2.5, so we paid out 1.2, but overall that's not too big of a deal. We get some EW countermeasures restocked. Look at, are you kidding me? Look at this. All we get is heat sinks and jump jets? What kind of garbage? I mean, we've already got 3 of these blackjacks. Wow. We've got everything except the Stalker, which is way out of salvage cost. So if there's 12 left, I guess I'll take another Vindicator. Wow. So we're now a hero of Davion. They really like us. Yep. So we're flying out of system or hitting an industrial hub for these repairs. I think if we're done. I can't remember if we're done, but I think we are. Yeah, and we're getting... Oh, there we go. There's my stuff. There's my LB-10X and some double heat sinks. Yeah, without the... So it's interesting. It's so much centered around this HPG thing, whatever it is, like this comm element or something. Negotiating to end hostilities between the 5 great houses when all said and done. Compelled Confederation will have to capitulate that lost half of its former territory. So something about the RPG. After the Fusiliers, Comstar is furious, claiming, but... Oh, because there's imposters. Yeah, there's a lot of politics and stuff in here. I'm like, eyes glaze over. So, forge the Kestrel answers from nothing. Do it again, although you won't be around helping this time. Won't forget the contributions, etc., etc. Goodbye. All right. I think we're done with Kestrel Lancer portion, anyway. Oh, he's got another mission for us, though. New Avalon, hope you consider and take cons up the offer. This might be... This could be the Rosalhag one. I don't know. Anyway, claim. Oh, maybe a claim. No, that's just a bonus then. Ooh, and there's XP from that. Okay. Oi, what to do next? I don't... Yeah, it's... We're at the 2-hour mark just to do 5 missions all for the Sarna stuff. Let's see where they left us on the star map here and get some repairs done. So green is still green. No blue things have popped up yet. No sign of Rosalhag yet. These have not merged yet. We are not too far from Industrial Hub in either direction here. So Davion's going to be more cost-friendly. Capellan's going to hate us. Yeah, purchases plus 5%, purchases minus 25%. Yeah, I think we'll go this direction. Economically speaking. I feel like I'm forgetting something here. Oh, let's move this. Leave. You know what? Let's leave the rest of this alone. Let's cancel my Battle Master. It says refund 352. Yeah, let's do that. And then yeah, so we've already checked all this. I'm not expecting much out of that. And there's not really anything to buy. These are all generics. I mean, they're all healthy, but the thing is, it's just like, I don't know which Cyclops is the best to get, or the Black Knight, so it's like, I'm going to hold off on any of that. If it ain't free, it's not of interest. So let's get out of here. Let's go Star Map. Let's go over here to Planet Lee. There's an assassin. Alright, so what does the repairs look like on the Battle Master now? 270,000, so at least save 80,000. I don't know why it was saying 1.3 million. That's why sometimes I don't know how it's factoring the repair costs. So it took a few million out of us for our quarterly there. So we're still just under 35. So let's get that repaired. Good thing I didn't overcommit the stuff here, so I didn't lose any other good lasers. This is the level 2s. Ooh, lost. Well, at least we got some double heat sinks out of some of some of those mission rewards. Dragon apparently needs some work here. Warhammer naturally. Okay, so everything's up to snuff there on repairs. But now we got cantinist or jobs that aren't quite fulfilled. What was this? So that's the campaign one we've ignored for a long time. So now the Kestrel's out of the way. At least that's alleviates some of the distraction. We're trying to get some of these split things done in the campaign. I think we got. So I know we finished the Taurian Concordat. We finished Errant Signal down here. But I think we may still have a partial, don't we, up here? Hazing of the Week. I can't remember if we started that. It doesn't look like we started it. So that'd be a good thing if we don't have too many like partials left over. So this is a split one. And it looks like we haven't even taken many of these yet in House Merrick territory. I don't know if we have many left in Davion. So we've got our choice of directions that we could go, but I don't know how much longer we have until more the scripted ones pop in, like Rosalhag. So we still got Rosalhag, Solaris, and Dragon's Gambit, all other chains that are still in there. And that doesn't yet include Kerensky. So again, I think Kerensky is 3050. So it looks like we've got time before Kerensky, but I don't remember the timing on any of the others. So they could be popping up at any time while we're working on something else. I don't know why we're getting a signal up here. Where's that trying to send us? What is this? That's a House Steiner. Oh, that's the one that Goofball Spears sent us on. I remember the name, but I don't remember which mission it was. So that's here's the Inner Sphere. So that's a pretty vanilla mission that just didn't open up till we hit 11. So those in need, that's a low level one. So we got a lot to pick from. Even some of the stuff's pretty easy. We're probably going to want to put some mechs in cold storage. We're not spending so much of flying all over the place. We don't need them for the heavy campaigns. So repairs are underway. And that's the campaign one. Other than doing an arena mission here, I don't think there's a whole lot left on the docket for tonight. Let's see what kind of arena missions we got here. a medium duel, so I could maybe take out a 4v4. Nah. I don't want to do 4v4. What do I have for medium? The Wolverine is a... I think the Wolverine's a medium. I'm going to put some lasers on that one. And the Trebuchet's a medium, but it's got a heating problem. The Beagle active probe. Champion's probably a heavy. Shadowhawk is too weak. Yeah, oh, you know what? I can roll the Hunchback. Let's see if we can get this thing upgraded here, but now they got some more lasers. Man, if I put... Oh, I've only got a few. Man, if I put level 2s together... They're going to fire a different sequence, but... Wish I had a way of knowing which ones we're going to fire. Because otherwise I'd have to... You know what, let's go back to a level 1. Let's put 2 of them together, and then the other 5. Need a lot more backup to get these boosted. Oops, I canceled out accidentally. You know what, we'll do that anyway. Let's save. I'm doing an arena mission. I'll do it without upgrading it first, see what happens. I want to find that fire starter. The X1. Alright, let's try this. We'll do a medium duel here. Let's get a little bit on the coverage. And a little bit on the salvage. A little cash. Yeah, it's not much. After getting these multi-million-dollar payouts and a lot of salvage, feels kind of anemic at this point. So yeah, you're all on the bench. Remove pilot. Remove myself. There we go, 50 out of 55. Let's see if the Hunchback can do any damage.
The stage is set. Our combatants are primed and ready for another intense battle.
A lot of servo sounds in this thing. So entertain the crowd. Deal 100's worth of damage. Is this a duel? I've only got to fight one other enemy? That's not even complicated. I guess that's what it means by a duel.
New target, assassin.
Oh, not an assassin. In range. Oh, give me the purple. So I actually got to deal enough damage since there's only one enemy. That's a miss.
Mason has notched the victory. MechWarriors across the arenas will be taking note of this guy.
Scrubtown, population U. That was difficult. Let's go find a light one, see if I can find the next one. Yeah, a little scorching. Oh yeah, that's right. We got that to work toward. Ah, well, at least there was something out of that. Let's grab another tag. I guess we'll probably take everything. Still have points left over. Alright. Let's go star map. Not expecting a whole lot here. Let me go up to this one. Well... Oh, the blue just started. Check that out. We just went from January 4th to January 24th. Blues just popped up. So you got this one here, St. Ives, and then you've got, what is this area? Tikhonov Free Republic. So I thought Tikhonov would have been down here somewhere, but looks like, so now I gotta go look at the map again, because these two are connected, but was it green all the way up through here, or did these two areas take over the green? can't keep track of how this map functions. Because I mean, again, these are gonna merge later. I don't know. But anyway, what might be more interesting here? I want to find a hero mech or at least a decent arena mission. So apparently in 2030, elite pilot is not that other guy.
Now, there's no fight that's too big or too small for me. I dive in with the same hunger to get the job done. Send me in and I won't stop until all the asses are kicked.
Jeez. Alright, so star map, there's no arena here. There's a regular mech here. I want something to pop up with an elite mech. 2 contracts, 2 contracts, 2 contracts, rear weapon. Let's go for the rear weapon one. Let's see what's over there. Ooh, it's a machine gun. Level 3. Oh, and LB-10. Yes, I will take the one-hole level 3 machine gun that they have. Wow. Alright, but the LB-10, though, is another story. Let's see what that looks like. Anything level 3 or higher is a definite. Yep, it's level 3 for 1.6. Oh, they got a 0. Take that. Yeah, so I guess if I want to use the bottom rung, at least I'd have it. Still haven't found the slug of the UAC-5, though. Anything else of interest here? Not really. We still don't have our Phoenix Hawk yet, but... Split between lasers and machine gun? Nah.
I've seen it all. Now, I want to get paid for it.
Okay, let's check the arena missions here. Another medium duel. Man, no, I don't want that. I want something more interesting. Let's go check a different one. And I still don't see a hero mech icon. So let's go back to this one. Or shall I say, back in the direction of this one. No, the Battlemaster's finally done. Free-for-all open. Yeah, let's do one of those. Well, actually, shoot, if they go up to full tonnage, though, I don't think the Firestarter is going to be the best choice for that. Free-for-all. Whatever weight class you want. But if it's 8, not going to do it. Let's make sure there's not anything else relevant in equipment. Oh, let's see what I have for equipment next up. Do anything good? All right, so we got some level 5 stuff. Heavy rifles, so short on Gausses. So, oh my goodness! So we got. I got a duplicate of the level 4. And I got a backup for 3, or at least a 3. Solid, I've only got 1. So if that goes, it goes bye-bye. So medium lasers still at 3, 4s, more 4s than 3s, but not by much. I don't need the 0s. Only got 1 5. Wow. That doesn't help much. Level 1s, I don't care. I did get a UAC-5. That's actually a new... Wait. Why is that new? I thought the UAC-5 was an older item. That's weird. No, look. Assassins and Hunchback. So that's a different Hunchback, though. So it's more missile-centric. So if you wanted a Hunchback with lasers and missiles instead of just lasers, it's not bad. 2.7. Not quite what I'm looking for, though. Alright, let's try this one. And if I can't find anything arena-wise, I think we'll be close to done here. Ooh, what's this popping up? The only truth that sticks. 3.5 is a significant payout, so that's going to be a few parts to that. So, the annexation of St. Ives commonality was a betrayal, so that's going to lead to the stuff with that new section there. Oh, Rare Grand Dragon. This is on its own. This is, it's not a hero mech. It's just got a different name. Interesting. So am I supposed to collect enforcers or destroy enforcers? Oh, dragons. Kill 3 dragons, collect 2 ravens, hence why that didn't work. Okay. And... Alright, check the equipment. Level 1 Gauss. And nothing for lasers, nothing for mediums. Mech, I'm not going to spend on this thing. I mean, there's already like 3 hero dragons, so there's not much point of getting this thing if it's not anything crazy in the fire department. I mean, it's got, I think, average speed, looks like average upgrade slots. I don't know why that would help. So let's check the contracts, if there's anything fun. Free for all, 4v4 light. If it's 4v4, do I even need the rest of my team? Free for all open at 100. Man, none of these are... You know what? I'm going to take out the Battle Master here. This for something to do. So let's go coverage. Let's go to salvage all cash. If it doesn't go so well, I'll reload. Oh, where's my Battle Master? There we go. Yeah, go out with a bang. Doesn't mean it's gonna be a good bang. Might be a fire, or an ammo fire implosion.
The time for talk is over. This arena match is about to kick off.
He's a little bit too excited. But then he's paid to be.
New target generated.
Let me go up to 100 and they're bringing in 30s? Jeez. But I still got to destroy 80 of those, the problem.
New target Centurion.
Of course, the problem is the walking. Yeah, I got to destroy 8 enemies here.
Target acquired.
Generals and Centurions. Oh, he's got a club.
This could be a turning point. Mech is about to quit.
Alright, where's this small fry at?
His mech is cooking.
Cooking. Not really. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, get out here so I can shoot you.
The mech is being pushed to the limit. He just lost a weapon.
Oh, goody.
He needs to rally before things go from bad to worse. This could be a
Why am I
turning
overheating
point.
so
His
much?
mech is on the brink of a shutdown.
There we go.
Bites the dust. Say goodbye to that component. They'll have to rally after that. Things are heating up as his mech threatens to shut down.
Alright, hold up. Did I have that many lasers all in the same one previously? Let's go chain fire. Somebody else coming from behind while that one's dorking around.
A forced amputation. If he's not careful, he's gonna melt his machine into the ground. Oh my, just
As long as theirs melts first.
amputation. Uh-oh, he better ease up or his mech will go dark.
We can live with that.
Decent skills
Eh.
are on
Was that a geyser? I think I've seen that before, but I kind of forgot about it. Kind of cool. I mean, is planet temperature impacting this or what? I don't know. Okay, on health, I just got an overheating problem. This guy's stuck. Oh yeah, he's stuck.
Another mech down.
New target locust.
His opponent lands a devastating strike. His weapon is offline.
Well, not all of them.
Blink and you'll miss it. That component went flying.
Target destroyed.
Another opponent off the board. Mason is brimming with confidence.
Or boredom. There's one.
Phoenix Hawk.
Where's the other one at? Yeah, medium hatchet's already gone, so this one normally would have been a melee one. You ain't got no hatchet now.
Weapon is taken out. His
No
opponent
arms
will
either.
try and take advantage.
Critical.
Uh-oh, the heat sinks are failing him. He's about to become ripe for the picking. Oh, the match takes an explosive turn. The ammo pack just blew.
Acquired.
Full found. Nah.
He's pushing the mech too hard. It's gonna max out. Precision strike.
Nope, it's not.
They won't be able to reattach that metal limb. Jake Mason grabs the win. I can already see the sponsors lining up to sign with him.
Ooh, sponsorships. Gotta wear my Screaming Eagles patch on my forehead. Ooh, 2.1. Alright, at least got a level 2 out of that. Level 2 gets you to fodder. Alright, so we got 11 points, but can't really do anything other than a locust here. I don't need the heat sinks, but... Oh, you know, no, can't get the Jenner. Oh well. More stuff to sell. Oh, that's for level 2. Cool. Oh, PPCX. AC2 and light rifle burst fire. Alright, anywhere to go for next time. So, I mean, I think... So, we got one of the split ones up here done. Probably was that one, right? Maybe it's this one. Or maybe the other one went away. Nope, there it is. There's still one over here. So, I guess I don't know what's next. I don't really want to do a split one next week. But... if not, I could always work on the story one. Or I could work on the one in this new section. We got, you even got easy stuff. I mean, if anything, I'd kind of like to fly into new territory here to get some of this stuff knocked out and get the hubs discovered. Because we're not finding much new equipment in this area. We can go deal with the Wolf Dragoons, maybe. Actually, you know what? What's over here? Is it Terra Firma? I thought that was... No, it's Terra, right? What do they call Earth? Terra, and then Terra Firma. We've been over here before. Outreach. You know what? Just for kicks, how much is that going to cost us? 250,000. There's no missions in here. You know what? We'll fly. We're going to fly up to this hub, and then we're going to work our way north next time. So let's see if there's anything on this hub here. There's a pilot. Don't care about the pilot. Fly in the middle. Let's check the rare. Oh no, let's check rare equipment or rare weapons. LRM 20, SRM 2. Meh. Definitely nothing on the mech category. So that Hunchback is the same one we just saw. It's got the missiles and the lasers on it. And still pilot only. Still no. Well, that's unfortunate. I want to see a little more interesting stuff. I'm over here. We are now in the center of the system. So West Point, S2, SRM2, Infinite Supercharger, AC5. Still no mech showing up. Ah, there's no... Oh, the Burst Fire LB10. That's new to the DLC. Huh. Kind of curious to try that out, actually. We can spend some money on that. I'll get a solid 0. How about machine guns and stuff? Nope. Okay, well I guess that's the end of that. Alright, so now we're spending 2.3 million every quarter. That's a lot. Oh, it doesn't help that that was still in there. Yeah, some of these are going to need to go out of rotation here. Okay, no hero mechs. So yeah, we'll go north, start looking at some new stuff, try to get some other fun things out of the way. We got this up here. Cold Snap. That's for the Draconis Combine. Got one up here. Also Draconis Combine. Alright. Okay, I think we will leave it at that. So... That's been another productive evening. Didn't run as long this time, but it was the haul for getting through all the Sarna stuff. But didn't have to reload, so at least doing all the concern and the prep by getting the heavy mechs and the pilots ready. No issue. Had at least a Grasshopper, a Battlemaster, a Warhammer, Zeus, and a couple hero mechs, so apparently firepower was enough. Didn't have to worry about too much damage from the limited time element, but... Okay, so we're good here. We'll be back tomorrow with some Metal Slug Tactics. Appreciate everybody's been hanging out and watching. I know we had some people watching from Twitch. I know we had some people hanging out on YouTube. Not sure on Odysee. Might just be me, but otherwise been pretty cool. So don't forget, we got a couple of things out there to watch. You can always watch the New Year's thing and the unboxing videos. But otherwise, we'll be doing normal streaming stuff this week too. So have a good one. See you soon.